Does ultra privacy suggest something darker? Here's why some people think Derek and Hannah Jeter's marriage isn't necessarily a home run. The first major red flag in their marriage is their pretty significant age difference. When they met, Hannah was just 22 years old, while Derek turned 38 a month later. Fairly early on, there was a great deal of criticism of their relationship, given that they were in two very different places in their respective lives. Still, there were also people who came forward to defend Derek and Hannah. A source told Us Weekly in October 2015, their relationship works because they are both supportive and sweet to each other. They almost never fight. Whatever the case, they got married in July of 2016 and seemed to be perfectly in love.
Well done, sister.
Thank you.
Well done. He did good.
Flash forward to 2024, and Derek celebrated his 50th birthday in June, while Hannah is holding steady in her mid-30s. We don't want to look too far ahead, but Hannah will be 54 when Derek is 70. You have to assume this is something that the two ponder from time to time. Another red flag revolves around comments Jeter made during an interview with People back in 2018. He told the outlet, "My wife deserves a lot of credit. She has been an unbelievable mother. She has a great deal of patience, not only with my daughter, but with me." On the surface, this might seem like a normal thing for a guy to say, but this wasn't the last time he mentioned it. In an interview with ESPN a year later, he confessed, "I have zero patience. I've been preaching it. I don't have it. Patience is something that you have to learn, but I'm fine with not being patient." Granted, he was talking about baseball, but still, as a husband and father of 4 children, patience seems like a key ingredient to a happy day-to-day home life. So this admission definitely makes you wonder how he acts behind closed doors. Speaking of closed doors, anyone who follows the couple knows that they've done their best to keep their personal lives out of the public eye. Part of that means that they don't often make public appearances together. Sure, they attend star-studded events, but even those are few and far between. The reason for this? Hannah told the New York Post not long after they started dating, "I feel like I have to share every other part of my life. It's that one part that's a little bit of a mystery to people, but that's the way we want it. The only way to protect it is to not talk about it." Taken at face value, this definitely falls in line with how many celebs choose to live their lives. But still, this hasn't stopped some people from thinking that there are darker reasons for their privacy. Divorce rumors have plagued the couple for years, and the fact that they haven't offered up any evidence to the contrary is enough, at least for shameless rumor mongers, to call their ultra privacy a red flag. This leads us to the final red flag: Derek Jeter's approach to handling incessant media attention. Being famous and living in the Big Apple taught him how to deal with the constant scrutiny by not dealing with it at all. Back in 2015, he told The Hollywood Reporter, "I was always scared that I'd see my name and then scroll to see what they're saying, and I didn't want to deal with that when I was playing. I tell my family and friends, if you read something or hear something, don't tell me about it. I didn't want to read negativity." While chatting with the titular host of the Eli Manning Show in 2022, Jeter admitted that if he feels the urge to set the record straight, he just bites his tongue.
You address something once, I think there's a lot of times people have stories out there are untrue, but if you do address it, then it just continues to go.
This is actually a pretty sound way to approach things in theory, right? Sure, but what if an outlet were to publish something especially atrocious about his wife or kids? Wouldn't it be worse to let such an awful piece of gossip journalism exist without repercussions? The fact that Derek seems pretty dead set on staying silent, no matter what is written or said about him or his marriage, is a sign to his most ruthless critics that he might not be a worthy husband. As for us here, we're not really sure how to feel about it.